How Justin Bieber treats Hailey Baldwin off camera, badly. When Justin Bieber and Hailey Baldwin announced their engagement in July 2018, the internet practically exploded. Fans were caught off guard, not just by the speed of their renewed relationship after years of on and off encounters, but by how quickly it escalated into a marriage that very same year. To the world, it seemed like a fairy tale. Justin, the global pop icon with a checkered past, had found redemption and stability in Hailey, daughter of actor Stephen Baldwin and a rising fashion model. They were young, rich, spiritual, and madly in love, or so we thought. The media embraced their union. Articles painted them as soulmates brought together by faith and fate. The couple frequently spoke about their shared religious values, how God led them to each other, and how they wanted to build a life centered around love and healing. Their marriage was seen as a symbol of maturity, especially for Justin, who had gone through years of turmoil in the public eye. He told Vogue that he had given up sex before marriage, and that Hailey was the one who helped him find purpose and meaning again. But as the months turned into years, the cracks began to show. Social media snippets, paparazzi videos, and interviews started painting a different story, one of emotional imbalance, tension, and even neglect. These moments weren't loud or dramatic, they were subtle, quiet, and persistent. A dismissive look. A slammed door. A silence that lingered. The first viral moment that cast doubt on their perfect relationship happened in 2021. A fan-filmed video showed Justin walking several steps ahead of Hailey, who was trailing behind him carrying multiple bags. He didn't look back. He didn't offer to help. To many, it seemed like a moment of carelessness. But to others, it was symbolic, a sign that she was always behind him, physically and emotionally. This one clip became the centerpiece of countless TikToks and YouTube commentaries. But this wasn't an isolated incident. Over time, more videos began circulating, Justin slamming a car door in Hailey's face, speaking over her in interviews, visibly agitated in public, ignoring her on live streams, and once even allegedly yelling at her after a concert in Las Vegas. In one clip that went viral on Twitter, fans could hear him raising his voice while gesturing wildly, as Hailey looked down and walked ahead quietly. The internet split, some claimed he was just excited, others believed it was emotional abuse. The truth may lie somewhere in between, but the pattern was becoming undeniable. Behind every strong man, they say, is a strong woman. In the case of Justin and Hailey Bieber, the sentiment might be painfully true, but at what cost? Hailey has always maintained an image of poise, elegance, and emotional restraint. She rarely, if ever, speaks negatively about Justin. In interviews, she presents a united front, portraying herself as someone who deeply understands and supports her husband through all his ups and downs. But there are signs, subtle, quiet signs, that suggest this emotional support might be more draining than it appears. In a 2021 podcast, Hailey made a rare admission: "There were days in the beginning where I literally cried for hours. Constantly." She spoke about how difficult the first year of marriage was, and how isolating it felt. She described moments where she wanted to walk away but stayed because she believed in their future. That podcast, though brief, opened a window into a reality many suspected but rarely saw confirmed. Hailey's role in the relationship has often mirrored that of a caretaker rather than an equal partner. Justin, who has spoken publicly about his mental health struggles, including depression, anxiety, and past substance abuse, frequently praises Hailey for saving him. But while his gratitude is real, it also underscores the imbalance. He is the one being saved. She is the one doing the saving. Mental health experts have weighed in on this dynamic, describing it as emotional labor overload. When one partner constantly manages the other's emotions, it creates burnout. In Hailey's case, she isn't just supporting Justin privately, she's also tasked with maintaining their public image. Her Instagram is filled with glowing tributes and romantic snapshots. Yet behind the scenes, insiders suggest a more emotionally taxing reality. According to one anonymous friend of Hailey's, she's the glue. She keeps everything together. But she's exhausted. The source went on to describe Hailey as someone who rarely gets to fall apart because she's always holding it together, for Justin, for the brand, for the fans. Then there's the issue of identity. Since marrying Justin, Hailey has gone from being a promising model and influencer in her own right to becoming Justin Bieber's wife. Her brand has been heavily intertwined with his. Every major event in her life is linked to him. While some may see this as a natural evolution, others argue it's come at the expense of her autonomy. Hailey's silence, in many ways, speaks volumes. She rarely addresses rumors. She avoids drama. She doesn't clap back at trolls. This restraint, while admirable, has led fans to wonder if she feels safe or free to speak her truth. It's hard to know. What we do know is that silence can often be a survival mechanism. And so, the question remains, how much longer can she carry the emotional weight of their relationship without breaking? To be continued.